If you have one of our solar laptop chargers, like one of these, or our V60 laptop battery, you can charge your MacBook or your MacBook Pro. I'm going to talk about how to make the connection from the V60 battery to your MacBook, and also optimal voltage settings for the most efficient charging of your MacBook. So let's talk about the connection from the battery to your MacBook. There's two ways for you to make a connection. The first is you can get this airline adapter from Apple, connect it to our optional car charger socket, like that. This plugs into the output of the battery, and then the airline adapter from Apple plugs right into the MacBook. Now what you're going to see up here is that you see the plug symbol and that it's not charging. So what the airline adapter will do is keep the power level in your MacBook steady, but if you're at 80%, it's not going to bring it up to 82%. The second way to connect to your MacBook is by getting our optional MagSafe adapter. And what we do is we take old MagSafe connectors and put on our own cable at the end. And the way you connect to the MacBook is this cable is included with your V60 or your laptop charger. Connect, connect, and connect. And now if you look at the MacBook, you see a lightning bolt as opposed to the plug sign, and that means that it actually will recharge the MacBook. If you look on the tip on our MagSafe adapter, it's a square white tip, and this is the style from the older MacBooks, but as I just showed you here, it is going to connect with a MacBook Pro, and it's going to connect with the newer MacBook Air as well. So even though it doesn't look like some of the newer ones, it's still going to work. Lastly, I want to talk about what voltage you want to select the battery for to connect to your MacBook. So there's three optional voltages on the V60. There's 12 volt, 16 volt, and 19 volt. And the quickest way to tell which voltage you want to use is to look at your AC adapter that came with your MacBook, and there's in very small writing, it's going to say either 16.5 volts or it's going to say 19 volts. If it says 16.5 volts, you can use the 16 volt setting on the battery. If it says 19 volts, you should use a 19 volt setting on the battery. I think that's it. So that's basically how you connect from the V60 that's included with every one of our solar laptop chargers to your MacBook, and happy charging.